recording at the very beginning because I've had to record this thing 3 times already. At the beginning of this video, or this video as a whole, is pretty scuff, but I'm not recording again. It's like 30 minutes long, and I didn't jot down any notes. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I went off topic on, which is important, but I'm just not redoing it. So it's very scuffed. First like 13 minutes, I'm not even in full cam like this. I'm like streaming my OBS. You can still see me, but still. And then my mic has this little staticky thing with it. And like I said, I'm not doing that again. But all I had to do was unplug it and plug it back in. I wish I would have paid attention to see. Well, my next video will not have static in it because I'll make sure. And if I don't, then I guess you'll just have to deal with it again. Because I don't like retaking stuff. And I've had to retake this like 3 times already. Alright, to the video, I guess. Let me talk about, I don't know, America and why it's garbage. Because I can. And I'm angry. I'm angry. Let me just throw out some points why America's trash. Well, the political state, the cities, how ignorant people are here, but I guess that's everywhere. Kind of like the political side also. I don't know, man. I also hate just Americans. Some of them are so freaking stupid, it hurts my head about how like they defend stuff that America does. Anyways, most of this video is gonna be about like why the cities suck, because I mean, I don't feel like talking about politics. And hopefully you already know that they're bad and they're stupid. But so with the cities, or well, I say lack of cities in America, so like suburbs and stuff, and its cities are also trash too. So like, I've been an introvert for a long time, but like recently and stuff, been trying to go out more and stuff. But like without a vehicle, that you can't do that. Not in America. Not in America. You can't do that in America. It's stupid because basically like you either live in a suburb and you're sanctioned off from everything within, you'd have to walk like for like an hour or two to get anywhere. And I can't even think, like, if I was to walk for like an hour, I would only get to a grocery store. Only. Or like a convenience store at most. I couldn't even get to a grocery store in an hour walk. It'd probably be a little bit more. And to do anything, I'd have to walk for like 3 hours because it's like a 30-minute drive to do anything. But then, like, the cities aren't that much better either, because, like, when you're walking around in them, like, the city's not built for you. It's not built for pedestrians. It's built for cars and stuff. And you can look up evidence and stuff on that later. I don't care. But like, all the cities are built for cars. They have pedestrians waiting at like these stupid like intersection signs where it takes like 5 minutes to even activate, and you get 15 seconds to cross. It's insane. I just never mind. Sometimes I just walk through them. Hopefully that doesn't get me arrested. No one watched my YouTube video. Don't report me to the cops. I jaywalk. Because it's stupid. I'm not sitting there waiting 5 minutes to like walk across a 2-lane street. It's insane. and it's not like there's cars like zooming past. It's like there's barely any cars. I'm like, I can walk through right now and nothing will happen. But I mean, like, there's nothing to do around my place like daily unless I go to like a someone's house. But that's not really things to do. You kind of just chill out there or something. But like getting out of the house and doing something, that takes like 30 minutes to go do in a car. So like you don't want to drive 30 minutes every single day. That's stupid of anyone to do. I mean, I don't know. If you really want to and you have the money, do it. But I wouldn't expect any person to do that. It's crazy. And then like you live in a suburb, there's not going to be buses. There's not going to be anything walkable. There's not going to be anything to do either. So you have to go to a city, which then doesn't have a lot of good pedestrian safety, and then you have to find something to do there. And if you're like bored daily, then like what are you supposed to do? Just suffer and just stay inside and just do nothing? I don't know. Seems stupid to me. But like cities outside of the United States, even cities in the United States don't have stuff close to where people live. Like you still have to walk like I don't know, 20 minutes maybe, but also like half of that time is you being taken up by like crossing the street and stuff. And then there's barely any bike lanes and stuff for like cyclers. I prefer walking. I just like walking and just window shopping, stuff like that. But like that doesn't exist in the United States because cars. Uh, like I mean, I still go out at events and stuff, but like it's way too infrequent. Like maybe like every month there's an event that I can go to that's close to me. Uh, so like that doesn't help. Uh, so I usually just spend my time doing nothing inside or like playing games that I don't really want to play, which ruins my taste in video games, which wouldn't doesn't help the issue. Like I always like play multiplayer games that I don't want to play with my friends just because I want to hang out with them. But like I wish that I could just hang out with them like IRL and not be playing like Overwatch 2 or something like that. Stupid. Uh that's why I spend all of my time inside because there's literally nothing else to do. They're like, well, then go somewhere or move or something like that. I wish I could do that right now, but I can't. Dang. Yeah, I can't. That's the moral of the story. I can't move right now, so I'm complaining. I'm ranting. I wish it was better, of course, but it's going to take a long time to get better. So it'll just be easier for me to move in like a couple of years. And then, like, I don't know. I'd like to go out and do stuff with friends, but like, they're all either in school, college, or have a job. Uh, I'm not friends with a lot of people that I used to talk to because I didn't go to college. And then, like, COVID happened, so like, we got separated. I went virtual school, best decision of my life. Uh, but also sort of worst decision of my life. It was best to help my mental state, worst to help my social state. Uh, it, usually I can spend around 3 days alone before I start getting like super bored and just complaining a lot. And I live with my parents. I have no siblings that live here anymore. Brother's 6 years older than me. He's always off on work, and neither of my parents like stuff that I do. So I can't do stuff with my family. So I can only rely on my friends. Uh, and like I have one cousin that I hang out with still, and no other cousin like hangs out or goes outside, stuff like that. Um, and then like I'm not even gonna talk to my parents like about any of this because it always turns into an argument. I'll make a video about bad parents one day. I will. It's not today. That's not what I'm angry about. But what I am angry about is America and like cities and stupid stuff, and I don't know. I have a lot of lists about like why my town sucks, but let me go off my list for a second. I want to talk about why Americans suck. I just watched a video on Instagram and it was like, oh, the best generation was like these really old people and stuff. And it's like, I don't know. It was a video about this guy saw a flag, American flag, drop on the ground, and he folded it up. It was nice, but the comments were just like, "That's the best generation that ever existed," or I don't know. It reminded me of like when people are like, "Oh, Generation Z is the worst to exist" and stuff because they never appreciate anything. Yeah, of course I don't fucking appreciate a country that does nothing for me. Ugh. It's I'm gonna say stupid a lot because it is stupid. It's very stupid. I wish it wasn't stupid, but it is stupid. They always say like Generation Z is like the worst generation or whatever. And all right, hold on. Okay, where was I? Something about America. Uh, oh yeah, Generation Z. Uh, everyone says we're the worst generation. Blah blah blah. I believe that's stupid as fuck because we're just like looking at the facts and being like, "Oh, this place sucks, not for us." And then they're like, "Why don't you move?" And it's like, "We can't. Sorry." It's not like we can just up and move, up and at 'em. All right, guys, let's go somewhere else. And then they're like, "Oh, the places, the eastern part of the world isn't that much better." It isn't perfect, but it's a lot fucking better than this. I can tell you that. I've done my research. You do yours. Because I don't feel like looking it back up. I've read countless and countless articles on it and watched countless videos, stuff like that, with like actual footage and stuff. So you just do that. You do that. And maybe it's just because America is like everyone reports on everything in America or something like that. But also like it fuck. Oops. I should have been full screen this entire time. Oops. Oh, there's a look at my thing. Of course my dogs are gonna bark now. Maybe they'll stop. Uh, 1 second. Okay, they've calmed down a little bit. Um, I can't believe I wasn't on full cam this entire time. 14 minutes of non-full cam. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to edit all of that or restart. I don't even know where I am. I believe that America just sucks ass. I don't know what else to say, but gosh, I hate this place. All right, well, until I think of any more points on that topic, let's go back to why my town sucks or American suburbs suck, and then I'll talk about why the cities suck. But I've already done that because it's just unsafe for pedestrians. It's still like a lot of walking to go anywhere of use. Like a grocery store is probably like still 10-15 minutes away. Everything's separated by highways and stuff in cities, and it's just not safe and not fun to be there. But why suburbs suck is that any mode of transportation besides a vehicle, garbage, absolutely garbage. I'm gonna leave that up to like speculation or anything. It's just garbage. It's absolutely bad, and you're getting nowhere if you don't have a vehicle. It's just how it is. Gravel covers asphalt roads, and then there's still gravel roads in suburbs and stuff. So that's just, you're not riding anything but a vehicle down gravel roads and stuff unless you also want like to just have jitters while riding a bike. But anything else besides like a bike, not good either. But specific to my town and specific to an issue that I'm having is I love skateboarding. I like doing it, but there's no place to skateboard here. I'd have to drive somewhere to skateboard. How stupid that sounds. I'd have to get in a vehicle and drive somewhere to get out of my vehicle to skateboard, to get back into my vehicle after I'm done and drive back home. But my town, it's built on a hill, which is fun for skateboards. But you also have to like walk all the way back up it after you're done. I will show a drawing that I've done. It's not the greatest drawing. So this is basically the layout of my town. And I live around in the middle over here. So the green is like where there's gravel and just crappy roads. The blue is safe spots, but the blue triangles are like downhills. And the direction of the arrow is where downhill is going. So I basically live around here and on the top of this hill, because this goes down, that 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 goes down. So just on the peak of a hill. So everything goes down. You might be asking what these other colors are. Yellow is basically why would I go here, since, or yellow and orange is basically why would I go here, since there's either a dead end with green being gravel and stuff, or red, and that is dogs that are not chained up, not in fences, and roaming the road. And that's not safe for a skateboarder. Orange is the highway that goes through the town. So people drive like 60 through here. So that's not safe. But I still ride on it. It's not safe, but I still ride on it. And I drew this a couple months ago, but adding to the dog issue, right here, can I draw on this? No, let me draw on it. I want to draw. Edit more. Text. Nope, that's not helping. Okay, anyways. So this little place where my mouse is, you see it moving? Right here. There's a dog on that street, and it's not chained up or anything. And one time I rode down this highway here, and that dog chased me from here all the way to down here. Or like all the way to here. So like 2 blocks. These are not to scale, by the way. But like 2 blocks. These blocks are pretty big. The best road to go down the hill is over here. But there's dogs here. So, no can do. There's dogs here. This road's crappy anyways. Remember, green represents crappy roads. This is just all gravel. This is all gravel, crappy road, and gravel on top of asphalt. And gravel, gravel, gravel. On a road that's asphalt. Dogs down here that have broken off their chains many of times. Dogs down here that aren't even leashed. Dogs here that escape their gate every single time. There's dogs here now that just like stay right here. This is like a park and stuff. So if I want to go like chill out at the park, I have to get past this dog or go through these 2 dogs or go all the way around and go through this and then these bad roads. These dogs are probably the second scariest, first scariest, and third scariest over here, and then fourth over here. These dogs aren't that bad, but they still like bark and chase. But I've never had a close call with them. This one broke off the chain in front of me. And this one got like 2 inches away from biting me. Because I was walking down to the park because there was an event going on. And I was just walking down, and this dog came out of nowhere and just tried to bite me. I had to like fend myself off with a stick I picked up off the ground. Unfortunately, I grabbed the smallest freaking stick known to man. But their owner eventually called it off. And that didn't help, though, because like next time I came down there, it came at me again. One day I'm going to get a big stick. A really big stick. These, yeah, yellow and oranges are like, why would I go down here? Because all of these roads are dead end. This road's pretty good. This is like the only hill that I have left that's away from dogs. These roads are good. There's like a place here that's open, kind of like a parking lot. Can skate there. But like, I'd like to ride down hills and stuff. And also, this is pretty small right here. It's like, it only covers like this little spot. So yeah. And not to mention, this whole town used to be open and like not dogs there, and I could skateboard wherever I wanted. And it's just gotten progressively worse. And the town keeps saying that they can't do anything about it because there's not a pound that they can take these dogs that are just crowding the street. But also, they don't care. They don't care because everyone rides in freaking vehicles. And I'm the only one just trying to enjoy my time and skateboard, and I'm getting punished for it. It's insane. I'm not in anyone's way. Every time I go on this highway, I always get out of traffic when there is traffic, and then back here, I just skateboard freely. But there's dogs, and it's not helping. And the mayor of this town, these are their dogs right here. The ones going outside and getting in my way when I go down this hill. That's their dogs. The mayor of this town. But not to mention that all of it's downhill. All the dogs suck. A lot of the roads suck too. Our park is awful. It's not even something good to go to. It caters to kids that are like 5 years old. And like, there's nothing else to do there unless you want to sit on a bench and like watch your child. But I don't have children. So like, yeah, there's nothing there for me to do. And don't tell me not to go to a park because a park's supposed to be accessible. I know there's a park that's accessible to everyone and it's really fun, but it's like 40 minutes away from me. I'm not about to drive 40 minutes to get to a park that like adults and stuff go to because it's a fun park. But all of the parks near me in like a 20-minute drive are for kids that are like 5 to 10. And then when there aren't kids there, it's just drug dealers. Because our town has so many of those. Or just people that you don't want to be around. This town's full, like, besides the drug dealers and all that, it's full of only old people. So if you want to hang out with literally anyone, then you might as well go to a nursing home, I guess. I don't know. Or freaking Breaking Bad. But like, there's like, I can think off the top of my head, there's 2 people in this whole town that's my age. 2. And there's like a couple thousand people here. I don't understand. And like, if you don't think the dogs are bad, like, I remember my friend telling me a story about how they got bitten by a dog riding a bike. I don't want to mess with those dogs while I'm riding a skateboard because on at least a bike I can zoom out of there. Skateboard, what am I gonna do? He's gonna run in front of me. I'm gonna trip over him and die. And like, the people that are in this town also that are my age are either extremely busy or have strict parents. So I can barely hang out with them. But I do have one cousin here that I hang out with. So one person out of the 1,000 I can hang out with reliably. And even outside of my town, within like a 20-minute drive, there's nothing to do. I need to change this back to my face cam because I'm not using that thing anymore. There we go. Even outside of my town, nothing to do. 20-minute drive will get you nothing. And like, the nearest place is like one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. How did I get so unlucky? How? But also, maybe it's not even me being unlucky. Maybe this is just how it is. It's just how it is in America. Because there's guns, there's other stuff, bad town design, bad urban planning, bad politicians, stuff like that. It's not helping any. Not at all. And like, if I even try to just hang out anywhere, like be social with people here, it's so uncommon that I would just be labeled as the weird one. Even though it's like typical and normal to do. Because I'm like just sitting there alone. Because no one else is there. Because no one else is doing the type of stuff that I want to do. And then, like, the nearest city, like I said, like one of the highest crime rates in the United States. It's not a matter of if you're going to get robbed, it's a matter of when. uh, and then people older than me and stuff always try to say like, well, it's not that bad. It really is that bad. Like my mom keeps trying to be like, oh, well, you didn't have that bad of a childhood. I don't know. It very much seems like it. I was like, I've barely hung out with anyone because of how like antisocial this town is, or place is, or America is. That's why the internet's so good. I love the internet because it lets you connect with people like that. But I also hate the internet because it lets you connect with people like that. A love-hate relationship. It connect the stupid people. It lets stupid people have a voice. I'll talk about that in another video. But I don't think stupid people should be able to talk. Too stupid. Anyways. Oh no. There we go. If you say all this stuff like exists in other places, they might exist in other places, but like on a very minimalistic scale. But like other places, like a prime example that I'll always bring up is the Netherlands. Its city planning is amazing, and you can just walk around and like blend in because everyone else is doing that. Everyone else is riding bikes. There's a lot less cars, and it just sounds overall great. I've watched tons of videos, read tons of articles on it and stuff. It's awesome. It's like Amsterdam and stuff. The only thing bad about Amsterdam is the house prices, which is just gentrification. I didn't say gender. It's a gentrification. It's a word. It means like whenever rich people buy up places and stuff in cities to store their money, making the rent and stuff go up in that city. And which makes the prices and stuff of everything go up. America has it really bad, and places in Europe still have it sort of bad. But then there's other places that are also really good about not having it. Oh, I'm through all the points, but I'm still angry. Grr. I don't know. I think that's it. I think I'm fine leaving it there. But screw you, America, and have a nice night, everyone else. Day. Something like that.